We have to keep the trommel going in order to reach our 5,000-ounce goal. It's not optional. We have to stick to it.
King of the Klondike, Tony Beets, is digging deeper than ever before, opening up 2 monster cuts in the hunt for Paradise Hill's gold-rich white channel pay streak.
The cold cut and the blue cut are going to be key out this season. It's been a while since we did them that big. I think they should easily produce 2,500 apiece. They're going to have to deliver.
But after 5 weeks fighting deep frozen ground in both cuts, Tony's banked less than 500 ounces, way short of the 200 ounces a week he needs.
I'm going to be ripping in here for a good chunk of the day, probably a good chunk of tomorrow, because frozen pay is just a pain in the
Tony's charged youngest son Mike with managing the cuts and bringing in the gold.
Mike, he has a big responsibility this year. He has to have enough material there in order to keep the sluice box going. But the ground being that frozen, he's got to rip it with 2 cuts. He really has his job cut out.
Mike has already opened up nearly 2/3 of the 9-acre cold cut, where he faces a 60-foot deep frozen pay layer. Now, in the 6-acre blue cut, he's ripping permafrost with a D11 dozer to expose it to sunlight. If it doesn't defrost in time, the stockpile of thawed pay dirt will run out, forcing them to shut down.
Getting this all ripped up, let's hope it all thaws out and we have a lot of pay ready to sluice then.
The only other machine in Tony's arsenal powerful enough to dig through frozen pay, the $1.1 million 950 excavator.
With the 950 being one of the biggest earth movers and the biggest one Tony has, it definitely is a lot of pressure, and I don't want to break it or break something with it because there'd be a lot of downtime.
Mike's tasked James Rhino, a Beets crew veteran, with digging out the pay dirt to thaw at the pay pile.
It's pretty frosty in here this morning. A lot of frozen ground in here. Dry crazy. Be nice to get a full bucket. This ground is hard. Holy. Hey Tony, you copy?
James, go ahead. James, go ahead.
Yeah, this ground is really hard. Can we come up with another plan?
Throw the out of there, bring it to the staging yard, and we'll figure something out.
Okay.
James.
Yep.
Double wrap that 1/2-inch chain around one of those uprights.
Run on them?
Double wrap it. Good. Hook it up, wrap it up.
It's not gonna work with the slip hook, is it?
Oh, really? What if you double wrap it? It does.
54.5, and that is 5. I'm hoping that pin doesn't jump out of there, frig.
No, that's why he's pulling with the bucket, not the loader.
Okay.
Throw your bucket a bit. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it.
Oh.
That went pretty nice. Sometimes you're gonna have to beat the out of it, and this time it slid in nice and easy. It's all a matter of lining up, I guess.
I was just explaining to the boys, if they ever wonder why I like working with you, so he might be a gruff old knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, good thing that boom is on, went slick, eh?
Oh, yeah. Should be able to start getting full buckets for
Well,
once.
then it'd be nice to see what it'll do.
With the 950 back in the blue cut,
My old girl, I gotta get her back in the dirt.
it should tear through the concrete, hard, frozen ground and keep the trommel fed with thawed pay dirt.
Holy it does dig a lot better than that long boom. Just tear that frost. nice full scoops. It actually picks the bucket up, so that's a nice change. It's going to be a little bit different getting used to having trucks closer to you because you're going to have to keep them nice and tight to be able to reach them, but
Oh, my. Oh, you got the ugly face.
After a week battling frozen ground, the Beets family gather to find out if their hard work has paid off.
Hi, Faith.
Oh, that's it.
Took long enough.
Sorry.
Anyway, so another goal away.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess what? They came out of both cuts.
Both cuts.
Lot of frost though.
Yeah, real hard too.
Out 11, that rips that stuff nice though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, if you didn't buy that last year, we'd be in big trouble this year.
So, anything else exciting happened?
Weirby was trying to squeeze by cousin Mike in a rock truck. There wasn't quite enough room.
Well, I bet she felt just awful though.
Oh, she did. Just.
At least he cares.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it could have been a lot worse, so it was good.
Oh yeah.
So, with that being said, we should probably pour some gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this thing, folks.
Tony has less than 500 ounces in the bank and needs over 200 a week to hit his 5,000 ounce goal.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
15. 65. 75. 85. 120. 130. 140. 150. 160. 162.42.
Worth nearly $300,000.
That's a little less than normal, but I guess with the material that we had,
Yeah.
let's have to make up for it next time, I guess.
But you know what? It's better than nothing.
But all,
Yeah.
sluicing every day. Anyway, that rip and go is good, but you're gonna have to stay ahead with that in order to keep sluicing, don't we? Okay, good enough. Okay, get the out then.
We'll talk to you guys later.